Hey, Dan Watson, learningcameras.com, and I wanted to run through 5 things with the NX1 that are a bit annoying and really hold things back for me. I mean, these are not things like 4K 240 frames a second or any of these dream wishes like that. These are things that are on the camera and that we should have and just keep things from being perfect with the camera in general. And that said, I do love the camera a lot. It's one of my favorites on the market today, but let's run through these 5 things and see what could make this camera a little bit better and should be improved. The first thing for me is I use this for video quite a bit, and there is no video on the mode dial, which means you're constantly in and out of the video preview mode, and to make matters worse, every time you hit the shutter button or turn off the camera, it goes back into the photo mode. So it's just one more step to be able to record videos, and from a video-centric device such as the NX1, I really wish we had a way of just staying in video mode for when we're going to be shooting video all day long. Another issue I didn't realize at first is that the ports, the microphone and headphone ports, are very close together, and if you have a Rode video mic, the cable input is just a bit too big to get anything in there with headphones on there. Now there's an easy fix for that, and that is to have an adapter sticking out of there that's a much thinner adapter, but keep that in mind as you're going to need some of these because the ports just don't fit most microphones. Here's another thing I didn't notice until a little while after getting the camera, which is kind of a big thing, and that is the S lens, the 16 to 50 millimeter. That is unbelievable for this camera, and really the kit lens in the more expensive kits. It is a little large for this camera, and so it actually sticks past the bottom. So if you have this on a tripod plate, like most video tripod plates, you're going to notice that you're unable to zoom with the tripod plate. So you're going to need to use a grip or some kind of a spacer, something like that, to get the lens a little bit higher off of the tripod so you can use it. An NX1 cage actually worked for me as well. So if I put the camera in a cage, then it made it a bit easier to do. While most of the Samsung lenses are great, there is just a limited supply, especially if you need anything over 200 millimeters, or also on the wide angle, and just some prime lenses, 35 mils and things like that. Just a limited selection, and really we have no adapters to be able to go to other lenses. Here's a manual adapter I've been using on my camera, but the problem is you have no, not only just autofocus and stabilization, but you can't actually change the aperture. So this only works with certain lenses that are a little bit more geared to this and have manual aperture control. And this is really one of the only adapters that are available for Canon right now, and even then they're in limited supply. And that's right, transcoding is still a major pain, and I really thought we would have some solutions now instead of transcoding, but it doesn't look like support is on the way from Adobe or Apple for H.265, so this is probably something you're going to be dealing with for a while longer. And you really still need to do it. There is no way around this. Nothing even really plays H.265, not to mention edits it. So these are my 5 things that are still present in the NX1 that just kind of keep it from being that amazing camera functionality wise. And like I said, most of the things are awesome on this camera. The quality is amazing. It's one of my favorite cameras on the market today, especially if you need to shoot both video and photo. But these are just 5 things to keep in mind that you might not notice, especially some of those lens issues. You might not notice until you get the camera in your hand. So keep that in mind. And thanks for watching. Check out some of the other stuff we have and hit us up on our Facebook page, Learning Cameras. And we'll see you again soon.